Right then, good morning. So welcome to AJ Biker again. Slight change of plan today. I was meant to be meeting up with my IAM observer for our first ride this morning, but he wasn't able to make it because his wife actually just gave birth to their second kid, which is awesome. So instead, I've met up with the local CAM team, who are all part of IAM as well, and we're going to go for one of their Sunday morning bimbles. So stick around, and we'll have some fun. Anyway, so about the ride today, we're actually taking all the back roads to Oundle, which is in Cambridgeshire, and I think we're actually stopping off at Graph and Water on the way for some breakfast, and then some 40 odd miles there, 40 miles back, and it should be a good morning. Yeah, so this morning lots of BMW GS's out on the ride, which is nice to see. Hopefully further proof that we are sociable creatures. But yeah, I think as you're going to see as we ride along, you're going to see various people pulling up at the side of the road every time we come to a junction or a roundabout or a change of direction, and that's to allow us to not lose anybody. It's called the drop-off system, and basically when you're the guy who's behind the leader, when he's about to turn direction or change direction rather, he'll put out a signal to you to stop just before where you are on the left hand side, and then it's up to you to kind of using various hand signals to point in the general direction of where the ride continues. So it's pretty simple. I did it for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and after the first couple of attempts I kind of got used to it. The first time I completely forgot to signal and almost sent all the ride completely the wrong way. But hey, we've all got to learn somewhere, haven't we? More bikes out this morning, which is nice. So here we go, we're going to hang a left here. Thank you, sir. As I said, I've only done this a couple of times, the actual Rideouts, and the first one where we did the drop-off system was just this last week. 2 weeks ago, sorry. So I'm not really used to riding in a group. I'm usually a bit of a loner. Well, apart from if I've got the missus with me either on her bike or on the back. But I always thought, hey, that I'm either not going to be able to keep up, or these guys are going to be too slow, I'm not going to enjoy it. But actually I've been pleasantly surprised, because as I've been riding around, they all obviously very competent riders, because most of them have already got the advanced rider certificate, and but they just ride well. And it's actually a pleasure, especially as you don't have to worry about the planning of the route and everything. You literally just turn up 20 past 9 on a Sunday morning, and by 5:30 we've had a quick briefing and off we go. This morning there was a good amount of bikes. There was probably nearly 20 bikes there, I think. So yeah, really good. Yeah, so for this ride I have actually bought my spare batteries, because last time, yesterday when I did my initial vlog, I may have forgot to bring them, and so I do apologise that when you see it, that it kind of cuts off so abruptly. Trust me, it's nothing personal. I wasn't planning on that happening, but I guess the external mic on these GoPros kind of uses a bit more battery fat life than the internal ones do, but hey ho, it's not a problem. I've come prepared today, so hopefully we should get to see quite a bit of this ride. Oh, lovely potholes. Wait for you. Thank you, young man. So what is different this time is that I've noticed. from last time is that the drop-off guys seem to be stopping the other side of the roundabout, which is a bit odd, because how are you meant to see where they're going if you get left behind a bit? Aha. Now that's what I'm going to do when I do mine. Not quite sure what went down at first then, but hey ho. Onwards. Right then, so where are we going? Straight over, I think. So So I'll get first gear ready. Turn off the hazards. And off we pop. Simple as that. For some strange reason he decided to stay there, which is a bit odd. Why would you do that? No idea. Hopefully we'll all close up at this junction. Love that sound when you're sat in traffic and you hear them all burbling away. But anyway, off we pop. Up on the left here now. So we're just waiting to catch everyone up. So yesterday afternoon when I got back from doing a couple of chores, I got this the GS all washed down, and because it was so nice I decided to break both the Panigale and the MP3 out of winter storage yesterday afternoon, which was awesome, and to my delight, the Panigale and the MP3 they both fired up first push of the button, which was awesome. I let them both get up to temperature, and no issues whatsoever. And then I may have taken the Panigale for a cheeky little run around the block. Only out for about 15 minutes, but boy did it feel good to be back out on that thing. And yeah, and kind of like building on what I said yesterday, the difference between that bike and this one is night and day. It really is. Don't get me wrong, as I said, I've got gammy tyres at the minute, so I'm not going far, and but yeah, not as planted and as stable as this one, especially at low speeds. But hey ho, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Put a big beam on my face anyway, which is the whole point of riding at the end of the day. So always like this little village, Barrington. It's a very pretty little village. It's got a huge bit of green in it, proper old world, old English type village. A bit like Finchingfield yesterday, but a bit more spread out. It's very, very pretty though, as you'll see in a minute, hopefully. These little thatched cottages hang on the left here. Thank you, my man. Nobody coming, so around we go. There they all are. Really pretty over that side. Nobody coming. There we go. I don't think I've been this way before. So normally when I go through that village, I turn right halfway through. So this is a bit different. Oh, we appear to have caught ourselves a train. It's coming into a little village called Shepreth now, and complete with its own little zoo. And strangely enough, my youngest daughter actually starts an internship here next week, which is super exciting for her, as she's animal mad, bless her. It's something that she's always wanted to get involved with, and she's kind of got the opportunity of a lifetime now, which is awesome. Really pleased for her. So well done to you. Public recognition. What? Oh, Dad, you're so embarrassing. That's probably more likely. Aha. This is Meldrift. They have the big bike show here every year. Came down this last year and showed my face at the blood bike stand, as that's something I haven't touched on yet, but in my spare time I do actually volunteer for the local blood bikers. They're called Serve, Suffolk and Cams, and yeah, I've been doing that for 3-4 years now, and it's really good. It's don't get paid for it, it's totally voluntary. So here we go. Take two. We're currently in St Neots, and now we're going to be heading over to Grafham Water, I believe, before making our way over to Oundle. Big old group of us today, about 20 of us. Just had breakfast in the cute little cafe over there called the Market Cafe. So sorry for descending on you guys. We're meant to be having breakfast at Grafham Water, but there's a big cycle meet going on today, and so we thought it'd probably be better if we stayed clear. And yeah, it was a good shout. Didn't know that was there, and I'll definitely be using that again. Off we go. Right, off we go. turn in left. Thank you very much. And off we pop. Little town, St Neots, lots of water. But the best bit about it is its location, because it's right on the kind of, there's a road that goes from here called the B645, I think it is, which kind of takes you cross country to initially where does it go from here? Bolton, sorry, and then it goes to Oundle after that, and it actually picks up the B660, and which is affectionately known as the Bendy Bees, and can be found in the AA Great British Rides. Cracking little book. If you haven't got a copy, I really recommend picking up one. Yeah, I must admit I have actually ridden that particular straight bit of road, well, it's not straight at all, it's bendy, that particular bit of road on more than one occasion. It's one of my favourite in the area, so yeah, looking forward to kind of picking that up in a couple of minutes with these guys, and of course picking up a few tips on the way, hopefully, which would be nice. That's the whole point of me kind of like going out on these group ride-outs, because yeah, I've been riding for nearly 6 years, and in that time you do pick up bad habits and stuff, and you do kind of like figure out the best way to do stuff that you think is the best way anyway, and so I've decided that I really want to kind of tighten up on some of the things that I do, and yeah, so far so good. I am learning all the time, and especially like with my road positioning and stuff, I've really made a conscious effort to improve that recently, and yeah, it's definitely moving in the right direction. So we go. Oh, I was right. Look, the B645. Haha, excellent. That chap's getting a little bit fruity on his pan. He's warming up his tyres. Beautiful. Go. There's the A1, and we are free. Onwards. Roads are really starting to dry out nicely now. I'm quite wet this morning. It didn't rain overnight, but it's just kind of that time of year where it's still freezing overnight, and in the morning it takes a few hours to kind of like burn it off, but this is really nice. Just in time. See all the snowdrops out on the side of the road there. Spring is definitely on its way. All the manhole covers. Probably going to be a wee bit slippy. At least it's warming up now. It's a dizzy 8.5 degrees now, which is nice. Nice and comfortable. heated grips have been knocked back to half heat. And who knows, maybe we'll get to turn them off. Huh. Excitement. So it looks like we've completely missed out Grafham Water because that's down that road there to the right. Nice little road that. Often take the Panigale that way. Now we kind of follow this road up to Bowen. Yeah, a couple of funny little corners just through here. This next one's the real tight one. Burnt the first actually for this one. This is another pretty little village, but unfortunately it is missing something. It hasn't got a decent biker cafe. Come on, local parish council, get one built. Well, me and the missus stopped there once, and we ended up going to this little pub, and it was absolutely rammed. So, beautiful little place though. So this is a really good bit of the B660 that I was talking about earlier. It's got some really nice smooth flowing bends that you can really start to hold some good speed through, so it'll be interesting to see how these guys do that. And I actually think I might be in luck now, because I don't think there's any kind of like change of direction for quite a few miles, so yeah, I get to enjoy the view ahead with just Barry in front of me. I'm sure he'll give me a workout. That bit of road, really nice. Considering how flat it is in this part of the UK, it is nice to get a couple of mini little hills like that. Kind of, yeah, break up the monotony of the flat fens, as this part of the world is known as. Turning right here, so I'm a sec. If I can get neutral, I will anyway. Put the hazards on, and we shall sit here for a minute. Open my visor for a couple of minutes. So we're just waiting now for the other riders to catch up. Have a quick look at this camera, because I think it's playing up. Oh, that's because the card's full. Okay, I shall have to download that at some point, I expect. Oh, I'm not quite sure where everybody else has gone. It's all good. Hopefully I'm going to get a wave in a minute. Off we go. So we'll just wait here a sec. I don't want to get splattered, thank you very much. And off we go. Onwards. Lots of crap on the road here. Oh, there's the little bikes. A couple of them. So I think we're coming into Oundle now, but I don't really know where we go through here, so it looks like we've got a bit of an issue. This chap's either run out of fuel or he's lost or something. Anyway, onwards. Past now. This is a cool little road. Big house in there, rather large gatehouses. Can't see anything. Then again, I'm trying to focus on what's going on in front, not necessarily to my right. But hey ho. Oh, there's a house. Look in there. Look, beautiful. Oh wow. I haven't been here before. This is one to remember. Why I like coming out with these guys, because I've lived around this area of the UK all of my life, and the last 5 years I've really kind of been exploring more and more, especially this part of the world where I spend most of my time riding, and I've never really kind of ventured over this far. this kind of direction. So yeah, it's a bit of a treat.